What's good? What's good? What's good? You're welcome back to the show. This is the official Naija Top 10 brought to you by Breathe Academy, powered by TomTom. Now, I mentioned that I was going to be joined by a very, very fine gentleman. Well, we'll actually ask him. Maybe he's taking on us because I know that you ladies are about to lick your screen. We lick it and lick it finish. Welcome, the one and only Akinyemi Law, Nigeria's finest music lawyer. What's good, my G?
I'm all right.
How you doing now? First of all, are you taking?
Yes, I'm taking.
Oh, sorry, ladies.
Great news. Great news now.
It's great news for you.
Okay, our people.
Yeah, you know, that, because look at this guy now, looking so fresh, looking so good. It's great to have you on here. Obviously, TomTom is doing a lot with Breathe Academy, and one of the courses that they're offering is entertainment law, which is obviously your specialty. Yeah. So you're going to be answering questions for us today.
All right, yeah, bring it on. Man.
All right, love it. Akinyemi Law is in the house. How much of a music head are you, though?
Yeah, I started out wanting to be like Two-Face Dibia.
Really? Oh, you have
artist. Yeah, so I grew up, it was one of my biggest influences. Yeah. But as God will have it, I didn't blow, so I had to
But you're helping people.
Yeah, I'm helping people blow now. Yeah. So I'm thankful to God. You know, music is always a part of my life, and music is a part of everybody's. Can you go a day without music?
Nah, impossible.
So I'm happy to do what I do.
Okay.
It's been fun so far. Yeah. Hopefully it gets better.
Oh yeah, no. We love it, and that's why obviously you're here to expand the horizon of more people that don't know about the things that you know.
Yeah. So as a lawyer who works in music, my business is to look after the legal affairs of entertainers or professionals in the music industry or investors. So that is essentially what I do. Help them check out the finer print, give proper advice to guide them to make the best decisions for themselves. If I'm representing a record producer, what I'm supposed to do is, be in his corner and look out for how best to navigate. Because this industry has a lot of sharks, has a lot of potholes, and a lot of people, really, really suffer from being ignorant or not making the best decision.
I actually like the way you've broken that down. So obviously we can fully understand that. Me, I just want to do Amebon now. What? Just tell me one contract that you have seen that you were like, you power wicked though. You don't have to tell me the name of the person if you can't find, but
Yeah. So in the early days, I think like when I started like 14 years ago. Okay. But in the early days, the Nigerian music industry was a lot different from what it is now. True. And then I used to run into a lot of contracts where people practically wanted to sign you for life. And it looks as though you wouldn't get out of the contract. So that is a lot different from now.
From now, yeah.
Because a lot of people are now more educated. Yeah. And I'm happy that, we also have platforms like Breathe Academy helping to, spread that information so that people don't get stuck due to their ignorance.
Very important.
So signing for life, that's what I mean.
Can you imagine?
As a bad deal.
Like, sign your whole destiny away.
Exactly. They want to own you, so.
Now, wow. The Mohbad Malia music situation, from a lawyer's perspective, when you look at that situation and obviously the way he was treated and all the videos he kept posting, we're not going to talk about the death because we don't know anything about that yet. But from what we saw, what are your thoughts on that? Yeah,
so my thing is the music industry, has a lot of the good, the bad, the ugly. Yep. Just a couple of weeks ago, we're celebrating Rema winning an award. Yep. And, just like in society, there will always be cases where we bump heads and people, really fight. Even in a marriage, people get to fight. True. In relationships, people fight. Yeah. But the ability to resolve disputes so that we can all prosper together, that is something that, I always think people should imbibe. So it's not always the case where, you're trying to, when you're filled with your own ego and you think you're superior to the next man, you don't communicate, your indifferences. Like, you don't communicate your differences to say, hey, I feel wronged. How do we trash this? Yeah. So I think, all these things are testament to the fact that, in our industry, in Nigeria, we've not really mastered, resolving disputes.
Final question on this, just as quickly as you can. When people say, oh, he should have left the label, how easy is that part of the deal? To say, oh, he should have just left, how easy is it to just leave?
Yeah, so I think it's not an easy decision to make, but again, you have to like talk with your team.
Yeah.
You guys should come up with a plan, especially if there's, you know, the threat of violence, you can lose your life in the process. I believe before you fight any battles, you know who your enemy is, and you should be able to tell, like, this guy, can he go any length? You know, so, I'm not trying to imply that was the case.
No, of course.
But again, I think if you are going into any disagreement with anybody, even myself as a lawyer, if I know that, man, the energy is not good, I have to like
back out. I
have to just be prepared. And waka jeje.
This is why you have to get lawyer from the beginning, so that you will not find yourself in a situation like this. Obviously, we know that the courses Breathe Academy offers is legal. Then, of course, there's production, and then, of course, there's management. So, what is unique about the legal courses offered by Breathe Academy?
Yeah, so with the course with the program I took, which is legal, we talk about, you know, the importance of legal advice, and the importance of contract and the negotiation process. And then we also highlighted why everyone should understand music royalties and all the many rights attached to that. So I think this is something that would be very beneficial to anybody that creates music. You know, even the investors in music can also pick up something to learn.
From this as
well. So besides just the songwriters, record producers, and the people that are in front of the camera, people who are interested as well in knowing the inner workings of the music business, also have something for them.
Last question before you do go is, you said so much that from my own perspective as a media person or as a broadcaster, I'm thinking, do I need to take this course as well? Not just for music people, because
I think you should.
Yeah, because it's like we sign contracts too. Do you understand? So how much relevance does this have to people in the media, not just musicians?
Yeah, so almost every day we transact. Everybody's exchanging promises. You know, even if you go into an Uber or you go to a filling station, you're trying to get fuel, there's an exchange. You know, in the hope that you know, you fill my tank
and I
have to give you money. So if you're working in the creative industry, this is something you might even find useful. You know, just to be able to understand more of what it entails to work in the space or to work in the industry. Also the importance of copyright, how people also manage businesses, or whatever goes into music production. There's something to learn for everybody. And no knowledge is lost. Sometime you might need to just call in for that, you know, knowledge that you gained in 2023. So you have it archived in your brain somewhere, and it's going to influence your decision making. And you'll be shocked.
They're not featuring this guy. To jump on the Breathe Academy train, the website is right there. Make sure you go on there and register and get started, okay? Any knowledge you gain, just like he has said, will stay with you and improve your decision-making skills. Thank you very much. So you watching us, we hope you've learned a thing or two, and we hope you jump on this train and breathe for it. My name is Ilo, that is Akinyemi Law, Nigeria's finest music lawyer. This has been the official Naija Top 10 brought to you by Breathe Academy, powered by TomTom. Like I always say, the power of love conquers all. Peace.